This is our new Hidden Master Mulan. Let's check her out in Arena.
7K Dreamer, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be looking at Mulan and this is my current team. I want to explain about her penetration effect, and it actually ignores immunity and nullification, which means it ignores turn shields and void shields altogether. So it actually bypasses them, and it also bypasses Rin's shields, or more like Rin's passive effect. We're going to look at that in the next few matches, so do stay tuned. It is very interesting, and it's not what we all thought, that Mulan was just a weak hero, okay? So for the first match, we are actually pit against a speed team. The team still uses the old meta without Yeonhee yet, and Mulan goes first. And as you can see, she is hitting through Rin and Kao's shields, okay, without a care in the world. And half of the opponent's HP is down already. Okay, so if you give her the Isabella's Evil Eye, she is going to hit super hard if she bypasses all the HP caps. And over here, my Mulan is actually equipped with lethal, partial lethal, and speed, because I'm trying to use the magic team as my priority team. Okay, so she's currently on lethal, and she does help a lot actually. Contrary to what we originally thought. And you see Rin already dies right here, so she makes very light work of those heroes that are very difficult to take down. However, she cannot still hit past HP caps, and she cannot hit past agility, and she cannot hit past camouflage effects and 100% evasions. Okay, so do take note. However, if you give her the Isabella's Evil Eye, she will bypass all the HP cap at 100%, right? And then this will let her do about 35% times 4 hits on the battery, which means instant KO, okay, or instant reduction to 1 HP, which is very useful, and this is something that you may want to aim for and think about if you want to use Mulan. Also, Mulan has the 7-turn zombie, and it actually is pretty good because you won't be subjected to Tara. If you meet Tara on the way, you won't be subjected to her incapacitation. And Tara actually cannot really touch Mulan at all, so later on we'll see that in the second match. So first match, so far so good. My Mulan is still standing, okay, and she's not as big as everyone thinks. Even though the lack of shields for her, it is concerning, but she makes it up with the zombie, I mean. So my Mulan goes first again thanks to highest lethal, and as you can see, it damages through all the void shields and turn immunities already. So battery already has an elimination art, which is very quick. And it's very hard to get rid of battery, honestly very tough. So she will eliminate my Clemith here. Here my Yeonhee goes, so if you haven't checked out my Yeonhee review, go check it out. Yeonhee is very OP. Okay, and over here just want to say that my Yeonhee is on the Isabella's Vigor. She's not on the Galida's Grudge at this point. Okay, because I still believe in her survivability, so I want to ensure that she actually survives, so that's why I still give her the Isabella's Vigor. Of course, a lot of people I know are giving her the Galida's Grudge. Okay, so here my Mulan revives with zombie 7 turns. And I think Mercure actually goes pretty well with Mulan because both of them are super hard hitting. And where Mulan cannot hit through the agility, Mercure here actually takes on the role because he has exploit vulnerability. And here my Mulan goes on and hits through the Rin, and Rin is almost dead. So the only few attacks that you need to be careful when you're using Mulan is Rin's Draconic Ravage, Yeonhee has a buff reduction, and then sometimes, like in this case, Paladin's Awaken skill. Okay, this will kill Mulan's zombie very quickly because it has 4-turn reduction. And I think battery as well. So actually a lot of heroes still have very high, very frequent buff reduction skills, which is something to take note. But as long as Mulan actually goes early in the match. So you want her to have pretty high lethal as compared to Yeonhee, for example. Yeonhee, you know she will survive. She can definitely go a little bit later, but Mulan, you know her survivability is pretty low. So you definitely want her to go as soon as she can. Okay, so she'll be able to take down Rin's HP very quickly and maybe even whatever cows you're still seeing. She is unfortunately unable to hit to Yeonhee, okay, even with accuracy trait because I tested it previously. Okay, that's something you just need to take note. So she does a lot of damage, really a lot of damage. And also one thing is that she does not have any, she only has one crit attack. Okay, so she actually hits through Tara's critical damage immunity as well. So that is how good she is against a lot of the current meta heroes. The only hero she can't really touch would be Palanus Yeonhee. And here my Mercure actually pulls through with the Isabella Evil Eye and kills off the Palanus. I'm just hoping that the Rin doesn't really reduce too much of my zombie. I know Draconic Ravage is a real thing. 3 turns. If she has the Galeator's Might, then it's 4 turns, which is very painful. So over here, I think the Tara on the opponent's side actually has Isabella's Vigor, so she actually healed back. Okay, so later on we'll see, that Mulan actually bypasses her crit immunity. And take note that incapacitation is just not gonna do anything to Mulan. Okay. So Corpse Bow, Mulan's Awakened skill, is gonna hit Tara with crit damage. Do you see that? She hit Tara with crit damage, okay? So it's completely possible to hit through Tara and Tara won't do anything to her. Okay, so in this current match, okay, I decided to switch out Mercure for Tara. Reason being because I was thinking maybe, you know, if Tara actually casts the incapacitation and my Mulan actually pulls through, she can actually kill off a lot of people in one shot. Okay, because she has 4 hits. And that is about 400% already. 400% physical damage, okay, that's a lot. So I gave her Isabella Evil Eye here. Okay, swapping it from Mercure. And I just want to see that combo being put through, and thankfully Tara actually did cast the incapacitation, and you see there's a lot of damage and he kills off the cult. She kills off the cult already. However, the battery is still standing, and that is still a very big problem. Okay, in a lot of the teams that I'm facing, battery is still very hard to take down. Because of her HP cap, she doesn't take a lot of damage at one go. Even Yeonhee's trigger, third attack trigger, doesn't really whack too hard on her. So here Tara actually kills off the battery, which I'm very thankful for, because I think it's a lot to do with the incapacitation. So Yeonhee hits super hard on me, but my Mulan revives with 4 turns. As you can see, I never really removed the evasion of enemy Yeonhee, okay, even up to this point. And I'm really in big trouble because Mulan and my Tara has no buff reduction. So if my Rin is gonna get killed here, I'm pretty screwed. And I think that's the problem with the Tara team. See, it all miss. Okay, all miss. And do note that at this point I actually gave my Mulan accuracy rate increase, but it doesn't work. Okay, so I was wrong in saying that if you give accuracy rate, you can actually touch Yeon-hee. So thankfully, my Tara actually can hit with exploit vulnerability. Otherwise, I'm gonna be so screwed not being able to touch Yeon-hee. And this is the final video, final match. Okay, this is an epic battle. I cannot stress how epic it was. I was on the verge of, thinking I would die, losing. And I can't wait for you guys to watch this whole battle. It is super thrilling. This is the typical tank team, Lina tank team, okay? And as you saw just now, my Mulan actually used 2 attacks already, but Lina conveniently healed back, and that is very annoying. So this tank team utilizes strategy whereby it's basically just a lot of healing. A lot of healing and taking less damage from magic units. Okay, so having Mulan here is good. And Mulan with a guaranteed crit does quite a bit of damage, takes about half HP off Karma and Rudy. Corpse Bow doesn't do much, okay, no guaranteed crit. Karma heals back at this point, which is very sad. Very sad. And my Mulan actually shifts the Lina all the way to the back line, and this formation is so bad for me because Lina's heal is gonna be insanely high right now. I don't have any way to reduce recovery rate. Okay, so at this point I thought to myself, I'm pretty much screwed. I mean, how am I gonna win this? She's gonna heal. She heals 18,000 each time. Okay, but Mulan still actually can do quite a bit of damage because she has ignore defense and destroy defense on both of her skills. Everyone was saying she was totally meant to counter the tank team, so here it is. Let us see how it actually fares against the tank team. I have Aqua Blaster here, which helps a lot because it does residual damage. So just a lot of suffocation trying to be implanted, but there's also a lot of debuff removal of the enemy team, and my Mulan guaranteed crit hits very hard, which is something I'm very happy about, because if she's not there, I think I'm gonna have quite a bit of problem. However, the battery actually healed back completely to full health, so that is the super annoying part, and I cannot stress how much I am not liking battery right now. Thankfully, my Yeon-hee actually casts and hits with the paralyze. My Yeon-hee, I have given her debuff cast rate, so maybe that contributed a bit. But I'm very worried, and I don't have to worry because she has the removal defense applied as well. So Lina is not going to be able to remove all these statuses, as you can see right here. Okay, so she cannot remove the paralyze of the Nurture and the enemy battery. She did remove paralysis on Rudy though. So at this point, I'm also very scared of the bleed because bleed will do huge damage to my team if everything goes wrong. Okay, and thankfully Yeon-hee's attack also procs and hits a lot on the tank team, which is a bit weird, honestly. I think Nurture actually nerfed the magic damage a lot, okay, honestly a lot. Later on, if you see Nurture being dead, okay, Nurture dies late. Spoiler alert, you will see that there's a lot of damage from the 3rd attack trigger from Yeon-hee, okay? So here I'm trying to hang in there, Nurture is down to 1 HP and she dies because of suffocation. Lina heals at this point, not a problem. I have 3, I can do this. Lina dies in 1 hit from the 3rd attack trigger. Do you see that? It is super painful, and I think a lot had to do with the piercing reduction and also from the magic reduction from Nurture. Okay, so it had nothing to do with Rudy's increase in defense or Karma's block. It really had to do with Nurture. I'm pretty sure about that. So now we are left with Karma and Rudy, and my Draconic Descent is gonna come through and slay both of them, and this is an epic turn of events. Okay, so here's my Mulan review. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of Mulan now that things are cleared up, and it is not that she is totally useless. She does have a completely new mechanic introduced into game. Okay, so if you did enjoy this video, give it a like and do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time in my other videos. Thank you!